everyone. My name is Daniela Rodriguez. I'm the Executive Director of Migrant Equity SouthEast. So I'm actually a founding member of Savannah Undocumented Youth Alliance, which is an organization that my friends and I created back in 2013. So all of us, we were like really angry at the system and we wanted to do something, but we realized that everything that was happening, like the advocacy work that was happening in Atlanta or like the bigger cities. So we're like, we need to do something here. My friends and I, all of us were undocumented and in college, and we wanted to advocate against the education segregation, but we didn't always have the time or the money to go to Atlanta. Therefore, we decided to create Savannah Undocumented Youth Alliance because we saw that people from our community also needed to be educated about the injustices that were happening. With the passing of the years, we saw that there was not any nonprofits or any grassroots organizations that advocated for the rights of immigrants, not only in Savannah, but in the south of Georgia. We saw that people who needed resources needed to drive up to 4 hours to either Atlanta or down to Jacksonville. That's when we were like, okay, what we're doing is not enough. Even though our goal was to advocate for education equity, we saw that like we needed to step it up and do more because nobody else was focusing only on immigrants. Our goal was to help the people from Savannah. However, we were getting requests from 13 different counties, not only in Georgia, but also 3 counties in South Carolina.
Hi, my name is Christina Magana, and I am the Director of Operations and Community Outreach for Migrant Equity SouthEast. Migrant Equity SouthEast is an organization that provides equal access to resources for the immigrant community in coastal Georgia. We offer rent assistance, try to connect individuals with legal resources, medical resources, basically anything that they may need assistance with, we try to provide that for them. I come from a family of migrant farm workers, and just growing up within an immigrant family and understanding that struggle and seeing the hard work that it took for my family to be here and the opportunities that they were able to give me, I'm working so that I can provide those opportunities for people here in the state of Georgia.
I'm Claudia Edison, and I am the art director and media organizer for Migrant Equity SouthEast. We just want to bring equity to our community and make life easier for an underserved community here in Georgia. We want to give back to our community and make this place a better place to live for everybody. I chose this work because I'm a third-generation American. I grew up with my great-grandmother who immigrated here from Hungary alone at 18, and hearing the story of my great-grandparents who came here as refugees from the pogroms in Russia. I grew up in an area where I grew up around immigrants, and then I came down here to Georgia where there's so much less resources available for them, and it seemed like a great way to give back to my local community.
Hello, my name is Devin McGrath. I am the Civic Engagement Coordinator for Migrant Equity SouthEast. I became involved after I graduated, and I graduated with a degree in Spanish and kind of like also was studying a lot like Latin American politics. So originally I was searching out after I graduated ways to work in the community, specifically in an immigrants' rights space, and that's how I found Suya. And when I reached out, I was like, hey, I can do research and translation work. Just let me know how I can help. And that's how I got involved, and quickly that became a lot of research and then just like filling in gaps wherever I could, and really kind of a full-time position.
The Latinos for Democracy Partnership, we do civic engagement and tabling events to make sure that the voices from the South get heard. So the community needs to get involved in elections and redistricting because, of course, we need elected officials that represent the community, that advocate for the community. For so many years, we have had people in power that just care about the power, that they don't care to represent the community. They don't hear the communities. There's been so many people in power that don't understand the necessities of the communities because they come from wealthy backgrounds, like wealthy and privileged backgrounds, and we're tired of that. We want elected officials who represent the community and who understand the community. As far as redistricting, this is a process that only happens every 10 years. If we don't do something right now, we lose our opportunity, and this is going to happen in like 10 years again, and it might be too late for some people. What we do right now, what we advocate right now, can change the life of how schools are, the communities are, the resources that the communities have, how we get represented. So yeah, our voices matter. I know firsthand how it is to have elected leaders who don't listen to the community, and I know how important it is because I firsthand have had to, unfortunately, I had to deal with elected officials who, even though the community reaches out to them and they tell them their concerns, they choose not to listen to the community. And I always make sure to tell people, even like the ones who are not eligible to vote, that they have to tell their friends who are citizens to vote, because all of us have to do something in order to bring the elected leaders that at the end of the day will benefit the community more.